Hey everybody, Eric from Teachers Talking Tech here, and I wanted to give you a run through of one of my favorite apps of 2017, which is Clips by Apple. Now, this app has not given or has not gotten the amount of love that I think it deserves because it is such a powerful video making tool. And unlike iMovie and some of the other video editing software, it's just fast and easy to use. So if I want my kids to show what they know, it's not going to take a day for them to make the video. So the first thing I should tell you is that you can add video or photo to this very easily. And right down here, you can see right now I'm on library. If I went to camera, it would take me to a live camera. And then there's posters. So let's just start with my photo library. Now here's some pictures of our recent trip to Chicago. So maybe I'll start here with my son and I'll tap there. Now, once I added that picture, I can zoom in or zoom out and move it around where I like. Okay. And then I can add more things to this. So right here, this star, when I tap on that, there are filters that are built in and some really cool filters as well. There are also labels, and this is where it gets fun. So I can tap here on that sticker, okay? And now I can customize to say, wow, we are up there. Okay, there we go. And then I hit apply, and now there's a speech bubble. Okay, there's a ton of different labels that you can put in here, and they're all customizable, so you can change the words within them. So, like, I could take this one and I could put like Navy Pier or something like that. Cool. And I can take it, I can move it around any direction I want. Oh, there we go. I like that a lot. Okay, so now let's look at some of these other things we can do. There's also stickers, and there are lots and lots and lots of stickers, and some of them move. Some of my favorite ones are the arrows, and like the square is great when you're having your kids do a tutorial or you're doing a tutorial because you can move it and put a square on something you want to show off, and then I set the X if I want to get rid of it. There's also emoji. Okay, so you can add emoji as well, and we know students love emojis. Okay, so now that I've done all that, I'm ready to add this picture to my project. So to do that, I use this red bar. And this red bar, when I hold it down, it will start recording. And when I let go, it will stop. You'll also see when I hold it down, it'll give me the option to slide to lock it into place. So if I was going to do like a 10 or 20-second video, I could just slide my finger, lock it, and then tap when I'm done. Now, what I want to do now is I want to voice this over. Like I want to say, this was such a fun trip. So I would just hold down, this was such a fun trip. Then I let go, and you can see it's created a little clip down here. So now when I add my next picture, it's going to add another clip and another and another and another. So what it's going to look like is a ton of little clips, and then this app will put them all together into a seamless project. Okay, so let's take something else. How about a video? So there's nothing in here. Let me go to a different album here because I have another one of clips. Oh, here we go. So while we were there, we went to the aquarium. Let's take a video. There we go. And I can pinch in or pinch out to really put that video where I want. And you'll see right here, it gives me a timeline. So that tells me how long the video is. And I can slide my finger and say, I want to start right there. Perfect. Now, when I hold down on this again, it'll start this video. Now, if there's any audio within this video, like if you could hear them swimming around, that will come through, okay? And then if I want to voice it over, that will come through too. Now, one cool thing about this app, or one of the cool things, is if I don't talk right here, the app automatically senses that there's nobody voicing it over, and it will just mute my background. So if there's other kids in the classroom making noise, things like that, it will mute all that. So when I hold that record button, there won't be anybody talking over it. Okay, but let's just say I want to say, here we are at the aquarium. So I'm going to add a quick little label. Okay, and maybe I'll say like shed aquarium. Oh, that's good. Shed aquarium. There we go. All right, now let's leave it like that. There we go. All right, now I'll tap on the button and record. Here we are at Shed Aquarium. So you can see it didn't matter that it was a video or a picture, it does it the same way. So now so far, if you look down here, if I look at my project, so you can see it just kind of put them right together. Super easy. Now you might have noticed that I'm missing a title page. Posters are what that is all about. So there are tons of different options in here for different kinds of posters you would like. So let's try this one here, this best day ever. And let's say I don't really want to say best day ever. So I tap on it and I can say Chicago 2018. Okay, now I'm ready to add this. And usually for the title slides, I don't talk. So I'm just going to hold this down. And then when I let go, there it is. Now you can see it's kind of out of order. That's okay. I just hold my finger, pull it over, and drop it. And now we're off and running. Did you notice that really cool animation when I held down the record button? Almost all the posters have that. So now here's how it's looking. Say there's nobody talking. Then it, okay, so there it goes. Now throughout this here, you can tap on any of the clips you've already taken and edit them further. You can see when I tap on one of my clips, it asks if I want to add more effects. So if I wanted to add another sticker in here or anything, I can do that later. I can trim it so I can make this video shorter. I can delete the clip. I can also save the clip. This is kind of cool. So if I was halfway through a project and I wanted to save this clip for later, but just this clip, I can save it to my camera roll um, before the whole project is done. Or if I didn't want the entire project, but I just wanted to save one little bit of it, you can save it to your camera roll. I love that. And then mute. This is important. So when I tap on mute, it will mute my voice now. So if by accident I was talking in this and then I decided later I didn't want that to happen, I can tap mute. Now, this mute button has multiple functions. Let's say I had a video and that had some sound in the video. When you tap on mute, it's going to ask you, what do you want to mute? Do you want to mute the audio that was within the video, or do you want to mute your voiceover that you did? And you can actually go back and mute either one of those. Now, we haven't even talked about live titles yet. Live titles are awesome. So I'm going to hit done right up here. And live titles allow you to annotate your project. So let's say I grab another picture here and I want to annotate this. So I tap on live titles. It's going to give you some different options of what you want your live title to look like. Do you want it to be a big long sentence at the bottom, in the middle? Do you want one word at a time? I think I'm going to do this one right here. Okay, and now you're saying, hey, speak while you're recording, and off you go. You can also change languages by tapping on that world button right there. So I'm all set now. I hit the X. Now watch what happens while I hold down and talk. Here is my son, Alex, hard at work. Now when I play that back, you can see it timed out the words with my speech. I mean, that's amazing. I love this for making tutorials. I also love it if you have students with special needs as well. So when you want to get rid of this, like if I'm ready to add my next picture, if I want to get rid of those live titles, I have to tap there again, and I have to go back to none. And now to get rid of those. Now, if you made any mistakes on your live titles, you could tap on the clip and you can tap here and it will show you your text, and you can go back and you can change it to what it's supposed to say. We all know that sometimes speech to text is not the best. Another cool thing that a lot of people don't know about this is if you tap on certain words. So let's say if I wanted just to say, my son hard at work. So let's say I'm going to take out the rest of those words. My son. I'll take out Alex. Watch what it does. It's still actually, oops, sorry. It still actually saves the order that I said them in, even though I got rid of words. It's easier to just see it. So let's see. My son hard at work. Now I hit done. Now watch what happens when I play this back. How cool is that? So even though those words were taken out, it still knows the timing of them. So I love that. The last thing that I need to show you is the music. So the music, there are so many options within the music. Now, anybody who's used iMovie before has heard like the 6 songs that you have to choose from just over and over and over. Clips has tons and tons of soundtracks, and they are so cool. They're great music soundtracks that you or your students can use to add to your project. And you just tap on one of them, and when you like it, go back and hit apply. Now, if there's any of you talking in here, it will automatically duck the music. And what that means is if you're talking in a clip, the music volume will go way down so you can hear yourself. But if there is no talking, then the music will come back up. So when I play this, for the poster, since I'm not talking, you'll hear the music nice and loud, and then it will duck down for these next ones where I'm talking. So let's see how it looks. And you can hear too that it faded it out automatically at the end. So no matter how short or long your project is, it will automatically fade the music at the end. So it makes a nice transition at the end. Now, when you're ready to go back and see your projects, you just tap up here. It'll take you back to all the projects you've created. And then finally, the share button. You can send your project to your camera roll, obviously, or if you use Seesaw in your classroom, you can send clips directly to Seesaw. Now, I have my kids use this a lot during writer's workshop and during reading because they can take pictures of characters within their books and then they can add speech bubbles to them and explain the traits of that character. They can add stickers, emoji. There's just so many ways for kids to express what they've learned. And they really feel like their work is polished with this and they're proud of it as well. So unlimited ways to use this. Another way I use it personally is I do all my weekly newsletters. I just take pictures throughout the week and video throughout the week of things we've been doing, and then I make it into a quick 1 minute video for parents that just takes them through our week with my voice over it, so they don't have to read through a big long newsletter just to see what we've done. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this. Clips is a fantastic app, and I think you can use it across the curriculum in your classroom. I really hope you enjoyed this and you got something out of it. If you have any questions, you can ask me in the comments below. I'd be happy to answer them.